Hello folks, welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Well, the weekend was a little bit different as expected, even if we dumped a little bit. I mean, that wasn't really big, from 73 to almost 1685, so really nothing big. And it seems they are preparing everything for this week. And from tomorrow on, everything will become much more exciting. So, yeah, I'm involved in a long and a short. I'm maintaining my short. It's in green. And yeah, my long right now as well. So I think I will maintain that combination at the moment. DXY is lifting up. I'm expecting a nice rally by DXY. And the next, well, I was expecting it last week. I'm talking about that since 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, and yeah, it looks like it's, you know, it looks like a little bit like a consolidation, but we will see how it plays out. If it really goes up, well, then it's absolutely clear that at least the equities will go down, and that's something I would expect. So let us check. Let us go directly to our analysis and check together if we can figure out something special and interesting. First of all, the weights ratio 30 days moving average, as expected, lifted more up. Still expecting it will go more up as well. The 1 day time frame reduced now to 49%. That's still relatively high, but it was almost at 60% yesterday. So indicating they sent yesterday more Bitcoins to centralized exchanges, and usually that's also an indicator that they are preparing just to drop these Bitcoins afterwards. So if we check the weights ratio 30 hours moving average, everything at the moment is indicating they want to push up first. And that explains, first of all, the stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges is lifting up. So, you know, even they are reducing their stablecoins on centralized exchanges, it seems it's still the case. They are sending more right now. Just you know, it's not big at all if we zoom out, but it's just indicating. Also, for example, here we weights ratio 1 hour 1 hour time frame reduced. So they are looking to push up the price, and it's not happening. Very curious situation. Never really saw such kind of pattern while the price is not reacting. So while we still have, at least on Binance, a strong volume indicating they are just distributing more, something is in the air and doesn't look great. I don't know if that's maybe related to the recent foot against Binance right now. It's not surprising me what they are saying. I don't think that's just a story to kill Binance. I can imagine that, well, first of all, FTX was, in my opinion, the US crypto exchange, and they are blaming CZ and Binance for its collapse. In my opinion, you shouldn't blame Binance and CZ for FTX collapse, because they gambled. So, you know, it's part of the game. That's a risk. And part of the game is also to manage your risk. And that's something FTX didn't. So, yeah, c'est la vie. That's how it works. But, however, I have mentioned also in the past that, in my opinion, crypto is becoming more and more a tool of geopolitics. Not only because Russia right now is jumping on the train, you know, to develop an own crypto exchange, also making some steps hitting mining, and even China is reducing its foot against crypto. So we will see. Everything very exciting at the moment. The weights ratio 30 hours moving average declined. It's lifting up, still between 80 and 85%. That's just too high. But remember what I said many times, everything above of 90 is critical, indicating afterwards we will dump nuke or a sharp price move to the downside. At the moment, not happening here. So even it's still too high, but it's okay. So that's it from here. That's absolutely it. And also very interesting, maybe as last part, when we check that here, the weights ratio 30, the weights ratio 1 hour time frame, they dumped and immediately afterwards they go almost to 100%. So they let the price go up and they start to distribute. It looks like a little bit they are desperate looking for liquidity. Also something I wouldn't like to see, because that's not bullish at all. So let us go forward. So it's Monday. Monday usually it's a day, at least in the recent last month, since we are deep in the bear market. I mean, we are in the bear market since almost 1 year now, but you know, we are at that low level, price level, since few months. And if we check, I mean, even yesterday, 500, almost 1,000 Bitcoin, so they started to dump. And I mentioned just a few days ago, I noticed the fund flow coming from market maker. Market maker balances reducing more. They are really extremely bearish in distributing more. And we have noticed a bigger fund flow, almost 3,000 Bitcoins related to the market maker. And they use different channels, also OTC. I have warned you, usually when the price goes up and the fund flow of market maker starts to send us signals, we know we will go down afterwards. And once again, they did it. So that's why I didn't hedge with a long. I start to hedge at my long at 16,850. And that's why, you know, right now both are in green. My short and my long. That's the best case. So at the moment, I mean, nothing. Everything, the biggest inflow today was this morning at 6 a.m. Central European time, 650 Bitcoins. That's peanuts. That's really nothing. And even outflows correlates very well, but stable coins are almost dead, extremely flat. We are talking about 8 millions, 3 millions. So absolutely nothing big happening here. I guess, first of all, that's the Monday effect, but at the same time, something is happening. That doesn't look great. So let us go forward. So if we check the funding rate, we can see the funding rate lifted up, afterwards declined a little bit. It's lifting up once again. The open interest lifted up with the leverage ratio, both really accurate and correlates very well, and afterwards they decline, so indicating all these who were just demanding longs closed their positions. And right now, you know, that explains why the open interest with leverage ratio went down afterwards. If we zoom out, we will see nothing is changing. We had this dump here, afterwards we lifted up, but that's it. That was yesterday. They were demanding a lot of shorts. And, well, we will see if they liquidate them. I think they didn't. So someone is placing shorts big, but with mid or low leverage, it seems. We will see. Stablecoin flow activity related to derivative exchanges, nothing. 100 million, peanuts, absolutely nothing. Even here related to Bitcoins, 1,000 is the maximum. Hey, guys, I mean, you remember just a few months ago, we had per hour 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, sometimes even 10,000 Bitcoins inflows and outflows related to derivative exchanges. We had related to stablecoins 600 millions. The average was 300 to 400 millions. We are not doing that anymore. I mean, the market only works with volume and money. That's really crazy. Nothing we should fear, but it's crazy. So we should have in mind that's not good. That's really not good. But we need to track that. If we zoom out, that's the daily one. As mentioned, almost no liquidation happened. So if someone is shorting and they didn't liquidate him, who is shorting? Why that big? And with what leverage? It seems low leverage. So we see that here the leverage ratio is declining more. Open interest not really recovering. And funding rate at the moment indicating we are in a downward trend. So we are demanding more shorts. That's the aggregated one. If we check Binance, and that's the 1 hour time frame, they started to demand more shorts while the price is lifting up. So also here, up, down, funding rate not indicating anything special. Open interest and leverage ratio lifting up a little bit, but nothing big at all. So let me refresh and request the Binance liquidation map. We see here on Blockchain Whispers that longs are back with 1 billion. We have a long short ratio on Binance right now of 62 to 44 and 59 to 41 related to long. So they are more bullish on Ethereum than on Binance at the moment. They reduced on Bitfinex shorts as well. We had 120 millions last Friday, if I'm right, and now 106 million. So if we check now the Binance liquidation map, still 30 millions, we see it is more attractive to go up to that range here, even it's just short term, because as you see, so after we went up back to 17,400, we would be here, and I guess you see that the long, high leverage long positions are coming. So I guess they will also build here a cluster of long liquidations, and the price will go down back again. If they want to liquidate more after to go up to 17.4, they can go back down to 15.4. That's something we have mentioned also last Friday. That's still in the scenario to have, you know, a trade range between 17.5, maybe even 18 and 15. So that's how it looked like. That's it. Let us go forward. So let us check if we can figure out who is driving the market right now. We can see here, if we zoom out a little bit, we can see that on Binance, market traders are so bearish. They are still selling more. I mean, it stopped a little bit, but they are still distributing. Even the aggregated CBD spot, it looks different to futures. We have Bitcoin collateral futures here, stablecoin collateral futures here, but it doesn't look great at all. Bitfinex bullish, market traders just pushed up, not that, so almost 600 Bitcoin, so that's not that bad, to be honest. If we check Kraken market traders distributing, yeah, they are distributing here. If we check Bybit, also distributing at the moment even very hard. Coinbase, wow, what happened here? Okay. So Coinbase also started to distribute, it seems. Bitstamp, buy. It's only, they are only buying all the time, it seems, all the time. Yeah. Nothing happening here. And that looks really similar to what Coinbase did. I mean, we are not talking about big, but that's Gimini. And Gimini went up and started to distribute, and now they are lifting up once again. So nothing big here, absolutely not. Binance extremely bearish market traders, while Bitfinex and, you know, Bitstamp, was it Bitstamp? Yeah, and Bitstamp extremely bullish, and Coinbase a little bit. Nothing where I would say it's extremely bullish, but right now distributing. Yeah, we need to see. So if we check the entities, retailers, they are not reducing, they are not selling. If we go forward, these guys here, even pushing more up, so increasing their balances. That's wallets with 10 to 100 bitcoins. If we check here, these guys are still buying the dip. Usually they make short-term trades, so buy the dip, sell with profit. If we check these guys here, rising their balances, so also retailers buying. Market maker entities, and that's hard now, they are selling, they are reducing their balances. They had 4,600,000, they reduced even more. It's the first time since years. Right now 4,590,000. That's incredible, that's really incredible. Well, and this here, we know that these here are well, mainly related to centralized exchanges. And yeah, these guys here are at the moment really lifting up. So I don't know, like just mentioned a few days ago, maybe it's also related to the proof of reserves, and they are shifting from different wallets. Maybe possible, because, you know, they are we are talking about almost, let me check, yeah, 100,000 bitcoins. I mean, where are these bitcoins coming from? You know, it's really interesting. So yeah, market maker didn't send any bitcoins more to centralized exchanges at the moment. They didn't hear nothing new. Well, market activity extremely low. Also here, miners not doing anything, lifting up a little bit, but nothing, and that's it. Let us go forward. So, well, not completely done, because we still have the Bitcoin balance on exchanges. We can see it's declining, so indicating they are taking out more Bitcoins from exchanges. Now we have another problem because of that fine Binance food. What is happening? Exactly, people are taking once again their Bitcoins from Binance, and we can't see why they are taking out these Bitcoins. It's because they bought, or it's because, you know, many retailers, like we had related to FTX, for example, they are sending back to their personal exchanges or wallets. Sorry, not exchanges, wallets. So if we check the net flow, we can see it's rising a lot. So the, you know, why it's happening? I would be extremely careful, because the weights ratio only measures the inflows, and that's the good thing, and it's rising. So they are sending more Bitcoins, and that's where I would be extremely careful with that. just to make it clear. Okay, now we are done. So if we check Coinbase right now, nothing has changed. They triggered the buy order here, so I guess we should go up to 17.5, but they are reducing liquidity to the downside here, here. So we are talking about 15.5 is not protected on Coinbase, instead still at 15,000, but nothing has changed here, absolutely nothing. Deribit, perp, also nothing at 17.2 or 16.8, but absolutely not. Bitstamp, also nothing has changed, absolutely nothing. We still have this wall at 18.8, but nothing big at all. Binance Spot, on Binance Spot they reduced at 17.5, instead they are waiting at 17.8, so maybe they want to push up very hard there, but at 16.3 we'll still have a wall. It's, well, what, it's not still, but you know, we have now a wall. And if you check, it's 500 bitcoins, they are waiting there. I'm not sure if that's spoofing. Potentially it could be spoofing, so that's something we need to see. We really need to see you know, what's going to happen here, because it looks like I'm not sure if they are attracting to go up, or it's more, you know, it's more indicating we should go down first and they are waiting there. It's also possible. So we need to see here, but you know, that's what's happening. So even here, nothing big happened. Removing some liquidity here as well, but also nothing big happening here. So yeah, that's it. That's absolutely it. We still have here 16.8. This wall, they reduced its liquidity as well. So I don't know. We need to see. So let us go to the next one. Bitfinex Spot. Bitfinex Spot reduced liquidity to the downside. Very interesting. Instead, they are bringing here some sell orders. OKEX Spot. Nothing. Kraken Spot. Kraken Spot 18, 16.8. Yeah, 16.8 and 18. So nothing, absolutely nothing here, unfortunately. So yeah. Next, Bitget. Usually nothing. BitMEX. They removed even the sell order here at 17.5. But here I'm not sure if that's spoofing, but limiting. Binance Futures. Wow. Also nothing happened. And if we check, we have a little bit more longs waiting, but nothing big. Bitfinex derivatives. Also here they removed, it seems, 16.8. Instead we have here 17.8, so looking very similar to the spot. Kraken Futures. Nothing. OKEX Futures at 15.6. And that's it. OKEX Swap. Still waiting there with 1,600 bitcoins at 16.3. And Bitget USDT pair, BTC USDT Also here, nothing happening. That was a quick one because nothing changed. So, well, nice to know. Let us go to the next one.